Okay, so now I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Just hear me out. What if this isn't where Sahn-Uzal is supposed to go? What if this isn't actually the death realm? Now look at what's the first thing that Sahn-Uzal sees when he opens his eyes in this death realm, whatever you want to call it, the Hall of Bones, doesn't matter. This is where he wakes up. He sees this structure again, the one that he's been shown in the material world, the one that he was building. Well, it looks pretty crude later when he returns in his second life. He builds it much better out of like metal and exactly what it was envisioned. But this structure he sees over here, it looks almost like hands reaching up and this power shooting out, like coming out of it. What if this is the reverse, like the opposite of the material realm? And whatever being is represented, whether it's the demon realm or some other demon or something else, whatever is represented by that image of these two structures with the gap in between, it's using that as almost like a conduit to pump souls into this realm, where it disenchants them almost. Like you see these people fading away later, and it takes their power and is using that to siphon its power, their power to him, like their lives, their mortal souls. Maybe they're not supposed to end up here, but they use Sahn-Uzal to build that structure in the material realm that's now being used as almost like a conduit, which is why it only happens to Noxians. Maybe if you built this structure in other areas around Runeterra, they would end up in this place. And this being, which these really do look like hands to me, would be able to siphon those souls and gain more power. So whether it's a demon or something else, we don't know. I think it used Sahn-Uzal both in this life and in the second life when he returns as Mordekaiser to siphon souls to this place. And it's able to gain more power from this. And it's not just the death realm, it's this demon's realm in a sense. If we want to call it a demon. Well, I don't know if it's a demon or not, but let's just refer to it as demon for now. This demon is able to siphon souls from the material realm using the structure of the immortal bastion like a conduit to send souls here where it's able to consume their essence in a sense. And that's how it's becoming more powerful. And the reason it only happens as Noxus is because that's where the immortal bastion is. And its goal maybe is to build more immortal bastions all over Runeterra, siphon more souls here and gain more power. And the reason it falls apart at the end is just because it siphoned the souls in that temporary moment, right? Sahn-Uzal's soul and a couple of these other souls into its realm that you can siphon their power. And these arms reach up every time there's like, you know, people dying, these arms form and siphon the souls into this realm rather than maybe where they're supposed to go, which is a completely different place. Now that could all be wrong. It's just speculation. It just seems too convenient to have it so similar to the structure that Sahn-Uzal was building. It must have been shown to him, and it must be for a reason.
Hall of Bones.
And I feel like these hands are almost symbolic of whatever this creature is, right? The hands are what's siphoning the souls here, and now the hands are claiming Sahn-Uzal.